There was a monk's hut outside a village, far away toward the fields. He lived alone in that hut for the last many years. One day he was sitting outside his hut. Some travelers passed from there and they asked the monk, "We had to go towards the town, but we had lost our way. Can you please tell us which way leads to the town?" The monk asked the passengers, "Do you really want to go towards the town or towards the graveyard?" Hearing these words of the monk, a traveler got angry and said, "What kind of man are you? We are saying that we have to go towards town. Then why are you talking about going to the graveyard?" Monk said, "I want to be convinced by your question so that I can tell you exactly, because there are many people who consider towns as graveyards and graveyards as towns. That's why I asked if you two are not in the same mistake." Those passengers thought that today they have met a mad monk, but there was no other option in front of them, because at that time no one else was visible, far and wide, and the evening was also about to set, so he had to ask him for a forced way. The monk said that after going a mile ahead and turning to the left side, you will reach the town, but be careful not to turn to the right side, because the road on the right side leads to the graveyard. They left, and after walking about 3 kilometers, they reached a graveyard. Those people were very surprised and upset. One of the passengers got angry and said, "I was already suspicious of that man. I don't know what kind of madman he is, that he sent us to the graveyard." Then they returned in anger. When he came back, he saw that the monk was meditating with his eyes closed. One of the passengers, who was very angry, shouted at the monk and said, "You seem very mad. We wanted to go to the town and you sent us to the graveyard." Monk said, "What you call a town is not a town. There someone gets ruined every day. There someone dies every day. There people keep coming and going every day. Then how can I call it a colony? And as far as graveyard is concerned, those who come here never go anywhere again. They are settled there. That's why I call a graveyard as town and town as graveyard, because there are lines for people coming and going. One dies today and the other tomorrow and the third day after tomorrow. There someone definitely dies every day. So how can I call it a town from where one or the other gets destroyed every day? I have never seen anyone going anywhere from graveyard. No one ever dies here. No one ever leaves here. One who settles here once settles forever. So that's why I call the graveyard as town." Friends, it is a bit difficult to understand this thing, but this thing is absolutely true. What we call town is a graveyard. Thousands of people die here every day. Thousands of settlements were built and destroyed at the place where you are standing. You know, thousands of dead bodies are buried at the place where you are standing. So don't be under the illusion that you live in a town. And what you call life is actually a continuous process of death. And this process starts with the birth of man. And since then, man dies little by little every day. Only that process ends on the day of death. Perhaps you will not even realize that your body is the biggest dead body. Every day, millions of living beings die in your body, and millions of living beings are born. Our body is made up of billions of living cells, and every day, millions of cells die and millions are born. If you think carefully, you will find that nothing is permanent in your body. Your thinking, your thoughts, your aspirations, everything keeps on changing. What is yours today was someone's yesterday and will be someone else the day after tomorrow, because change is the rule of the world. That is, this whole universe is like a dream. In this infinite universe, nothing is eternal except the one God. So don't be under the illusion that your life is eternal, unbroken and indestructible. Your life is a dream, a hoax, an illusion. and you try to make this dead life yours forever by falling in this illusion all your life. You keep trying to give happiness to this dead body, thinking it alive. Throughout life, they try to acquire and maintain wealth, fame, position, prestige, comfort, lust, youth, power, ego, and etc. And in this effort, you keep doing evil deeds motivated by theft, dishonesty, selfishness, jealousy, hatred, misconduct, abuse. But just think where you will reach by running after these material things. In the end, your destination is a graveyard. This dead body of yours eventually reaches the graveyard, and all your lifelong efforts proven to be in vain. Do you call this disaster life? It's saying that if the forgotten in the morning comes back home in the evening, then it is not called forgotten. You still have time before this mortal body of yours disappears and you become disabled and formless. From now onwards, you should go deep into your inner self and realize the truth of life. Know the divine within you, identify yourself, and try to make the origin of your existence meaningful. Otherwise, on the day the call came, nothing would come hand except regret. I pray that God listens to your prayers and alleviates your sufferings. May He bless you in the right path.